So let's make a thumbnail pic.
Hey guys, welcome back to Beyond the Barrel Bourbon. I am Eric. That is Phil.
I'm Bill.
And we are gonna do something fun today. We are gonna go and we're gonna see how the Heart Release stacks up against some of the other makers' wood finishing series. Full disclosure, Phil, Todd, and I
Done it recently.
we've done it recently
Exact blind.
within the last 2 weeks. We've done this recently. In fact, you could check it out on our Instagram. Check out the
Barrel
link
Bourbon.
right here. Did it on Instagram at Beyond the Barrel.
Shocking results.
Yeah, really shocking. So we want to see
All three of us had the exact same ranking.
same rankings.
Shock number
and,
one.
and we want to see if we can reproduce that or see if it was just that kind of a day.
We want to see if it was a fluke. Because heads up, Heart Release came in last place. Surprisingly, the one that won, BEP, I thought was the Heart Release.
Yeah, so did
I
I.
think everyone that thought the Heart Release was the BRTO2. That's from what I recall.
So going in, we all had this idea that the BRTO2 was going to lose and the Heart Release was going to win, which is shocking because, I was, and you know what, I was actually impressed with how well the French Oak played too. I thought they were.
I had a feeling that it would not. I was wondering if it would come in. I thought maybe second, maybe third. Shockingly, once we got into it, maybe even first place.
Which one?
The cash strength, because I feel like that's probably the easiest one to pick out.
Yeah, you would think, but I don't. I think we kind of picked it out.
I think we did. I think it's the Heart Release that.
But it's also the it's not the wood finishing series, so it was definitely a little bit different. But honestly, I thought for sure that the makers, I'm sorry, not the makers, the Heart Release was either going to win or finish in second. I was convinced that the BEP was going to win, but I'm sorry, I
finish in the top two.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
where I was going with that. Babbling my damn words off.
I think I like the cash strength more than you, though.
I think it just depends on the day. So that's why I wanted to see. We want to see if we can redo this.
Because if we reproduce the results, then I think definitively for us that would mean the Heart Release is our least favorite of the wood finishing series.
And it's not a buy at its price.
Well, for us.
For us, yeah, for us.
For us.
So we are both single blind. Phil poured them, and I went in and rubber banded them. So neither one of us know what's what. So unless he memorized what he poured into what labeled glass.
Yeah, that's what it did.
Unlikely. So yeah,
right.
I guess we'll attack it and see.
The nude. I call this the nude.
Naked.
Call it the nude. Naked to me would mean no rubber band.
We really got to find a place to put Claude back in here.
Claude's a piece of crap.
Claude's not a piece. He's alive and well at the front door. Do we know if did you reach out to our subscriber that we sent the stuff out to?
Yes, he got him.
He got him? Awesome.
He said he was a big fan of the NOLA Bourbon Fest.
Oh, he tried them already.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Same day.
Shout out Olin. Thanks for subscribing, and see, when you kind of help us out with some of our comments and comment on our stuff, we might send you a little treater.
See, to me, this is giving me wood finishing series vibes here, man. A little rich on the nose. Get some fruit.
I'm getting some oak. Getting a little bit of oak on this.
Surprisingly.
Cheers.
This is a this give me a little richness here. So I'm thinking this is a wood finisher. Which one? We'll find out. Definitely getting that oak on the palate.
It's creamy. It's very creamy.
I do feel like I'm getting a little bit of fruit here. Always on these maker's marks, I find, especially in the wood finishing series, but really all their bottles, I get that spiced oak note, that spicy light wood, light oak note on them.
Finish is nice. It's creamy for sure. It's got that creamy, buttery kind of like butterscotchy finish. Are you getting toffee on it?
Um,
I might get
yeah,
I might
I'm
get
getting a little toffee
I get
here.
a little bit of it. It's not pronounced like some of the other stuff I've had from makers. So we'll move
I'm
on.
gonna sniff number two,
We're up on
yellow.
yellow.
Oh man,
That smells
this one's
awesome.
richer. Like to me, my BEP signal's going up right here. That's what's happening right now. This because and one of the reasons I thought it was the heart release is because I was getting like that milk chocolate note on it, and don't recall getting the sweetness on and the richness on the prior wood finishing series were those toffee butterscotch notes. The heart release was that I had a little chocolate. Um,
This
and that feels
smells
like it's coming through. I'm still getting that little hint of that
toffee.
butterscotch toffee note.
I'm getting the more butterscotch. I'm getting more caramel in this one.
This is feeling like a more um fleshed out version of the first one.
A more what?
Fleshed out.
Like just like bolder.
It's everything the first one was, but a little more prominent. Mm-hmm. And then there's like almost like this kind of root beer cola note,
That one drink.
sassafras note.
That one drinks a little hotter, I think.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah,
That's the note that sticks out to me more than the first one. Is that kind of root beer cola note?
I don't get that. I get caramel in that one. I get more caramel in that one for sure. That's
Oh, well,
that's my ice maker.
wait a second.
You would imagine three of
Hmm.
these should taste relatively close. Oh, see now
I don't.
this smells like I get root beer on this one.
Man,
I get root beer, a little bit of oak.
these two.
What color? Red.
Get more root beer on yellow.
I get it on red.
More oak on yellow. Now I don't know.
So when you say
I don't know.
sassafras, is that what I pick up as like root beer or kind of like a black licorice kind of thing? Like because I think those
Yeah.
all of those kind of play together.
Man, I'm getting chocolate on this one too.
Can you spell
Nope.
sassafras? You
Nope.
should try.
Nope. You're trying to put me on the spot. I know what you're doing.
I haven't done that in a while. By the way, I don't know if any of you guys have run into the same problem with makers, but their corks are a pain in the ass.
Yeah, had a little trouble there.
Man, listen,
Gorilla glue that, man.
I don't even know where the rest of it is. Like it's been sitting on my bar like that for an awful long time. Yeah, makers has got to get it together with their corks.
Okay. I don't know if maybe it's just because we're going faster, but these are a lot closer than I remember them being.
Oh, this one's good. That one's very good. That's right now. This is my first place number one. It's a very full bodied taste, very bold, very rich. Kind of Jack Daniels ish. I can almost get maybe like a hint of like a banana in there.
This is gonna be
You get any
real
banana?
tough.
You get any banana
Uh-uh.
in this?
Mm-mm. I'm getting.
Which is odd because I normally don't get banana on Maker's Mark, and it's not heavy banana. It's not a banana bomb. I'm just talking about just maybe like a banana bread.
I'm almost getting like a little. I mean, there's a good kick of spice at the end of this one that I like.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
I don't want to say
Then don't.
I'm not. I'm gonna drink it again and see if I can think of another word for it.
This is the most pronounced breadiness I've
Getting a
got.
good bit of cinnamon on this.
That is the best one I've had so far. So I've got root beer, banana bread, and caramel in that one.
Tell you what,
Ooh,
getting toffee on all
this
these.
this one smells sweet. This is blue.
This one is giving me some syrupy vibes, like toffee, like sugar syrup, butterscotch syrup.
This smells really good. This smells sweet. This is fruity on the front end for me.
Yeah, I don't recall it being this close.
No.
Man. These are close.
I think right now,
like, I'm not just talking about as far as how much I like them, but I'm talking about just like profile wise, they're a lot closer.
So I'm gonna tell you, nude. That's Cask drink, I think. Even though it doesn't drink real, it doesn't drink very hot. Man, this smells awesome. This smells very fruity. Like almost, this smells like apples, man. It's like appley, kind of like, not like Trace sweet apple, but it's like just apples.
I'm getting a good bit of oak on this one. All right, so I think we're kind of, we at least got an idea.
So this one is not to cut you off. This one, the nose, the palate doesn't equate to the nose.
I can agree with that.
I think this
one's a little oakier on the palate for me.
I like no, I'm not complaining about the palate. It's missing something. It doesn't have that full bodied, like it's not a very
expecting more of that butterscotch note. That toffee note.
I mean, it's funny because you say that. I'm actually writing it's oak with a slight butterscotch.
But I think we've got an idea of what's going on here.
Well, first place for me is red.
Well, we don't need to worry about that yet. We're going to take a second, go through, just give our final thoughts on them, and give our ranking, and then we'll be good to go.
All right, so rankings are in. I think we ranked them red.
We did a quick sip through.
We didn't tip them. We just put them in what order we think was the best.
Say what you ranked them first.
Me, I went red first. I went red first. I thought the nose wasn't the best, but I thought that the palate was just there, right? It had that. I have written down here banana bread and caramel. Like it was kind of like a dessert. It was very like it was just a complex flavor. So, so I've got red first. I've got yellow second. Yellow was more caramel and oaky, but had a hotter finish. So that's why I have it. I'm lying. I have nude.
You had nude.
I had nude second. I was looking down here. I have nude second, but it was creamy.
Okay.
It was oaky and creamy, and I love oak. And I like that butterscotchy creamy finish like the Russell's 15 had. And then I went yellow, which was, I think I didn't care for yellow because I think it just drank too hot for what it is. I thought like it didn't explode flavor-wise. It was just a little hot on the palate. And then blue, it was hard to put blue in last place because the nose to me was the best. But there was just nothing on the palate. Like I even wrote down right here, palate non-existent.
Okay, so we have the same last place. I went blue in last.
Mm-hmm. And they were all over the board.
Here's the thing for me today. Today, these were a lot closer than when we did it on Instagram, and I didn't like them as much.
Yeah, I was
like. By the time I finished my last glass, I was like, "Thank God." But when we did it on Instagram, I'm like, "These are all."
And I don't think we had any warm-up pours before that either.
So I don't know what my deal is today.
Sorry, so give me some reasoning. What'd you rank?
I went yellow first. So I ranked red second because it was given by the end. it was giving me a lot of that sassafrasy licorice note, which was just, for whatever reason, my palate today, that's like one of the notes where I'm like, this is too much for me right now. And I keep getting hit with it.
You were getting that on the palate more so than the nose?
On red? Yes.
Yeah, see, and I didn't get it on the palate the way I got it on the nose.
Yellow cut with a little more oak for me. So I went yellow on that.
I have oak on yellow also.
And be honest, nudes in third. I don't even remember nude at this point. Like it's just kind of.
So in my head, I had red and nude within like 2 tips of each other when I ranked them in my head, because I love the oak on nude.
These are all would probably likely be within a 6-tip range for me, because none of them today for me are swinging that high for me to separate themselves like the last time.
Right.
So I guess I would, based on average rankings, I would make red our first place.
Red's first place, yellow is
second
second
place. Which is the one you ranked first.
Which is?
And yellow second, and nude third, and blue last. So we
just flip-flop. We flip-flop the entire...
I would be shocked if I ranked them the same as last.
All right, so you ready to reveal what's what?
Yep.
All right, so from your computer desk, from your screen
left
going...
to right.
Yeah, from left to right, from your screen to the wall. Let me see. Yellow was number 1.
Yellow was BRT.
Okay. So yellow.
I liked BRT was my first today. I say I'm surprised. But we did a Maker's Blind on this show before.
And I think you ranked BRT first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next was.
I think I was just getting overwhelmed by like
a lot of the flavors.
Well, I just overwhelmed by like just the sweet richness, and it was just too much for me today.
It was very. I did
which
find
makes sense because the BEP is. I wouldn't be surprised if the BEP was red.
My guess is BEP is red. But number 2 from the left was blue.
Heart Release. We ranked it last again.
Wow.
Okay, so that's
conclusive.
Kind of definitive. Even on this day where my palate's not the same.
The nose to me was the best.
I had a feeling because it was giving me all the same stuff that it was giving me the first time. I just didn't think it was Heart Release the first time. So Heart Release is going to be last place. So that's twice we've done Heart Release. Twice we've ranked it last.
So and remember,
does it stack up?
I don't think so.
Not for us.
And listen, so remember my initial guesses. My initial guesses were BEP was red and French Oak was nude. I think I said that because I got the oak on nude. So next up, number 3.
So let me write this down. Heart, BRT, number 3.
Number 3 was nude.
Cask strength.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured with that oak.
Okay, so yeah. And then BEP's red.
BEP's red. BEP won again.
BEP wins again. So price-wise... I mean, the only time you're going to get a BEP now pretty much is if somebody does a drop because they're clearing out their back shelves from a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and I think like Bromart does that here and there.
I mean, consistently, I think BEP's been in the top 2 of every Maker's Blind we've done.
I'm just blown
outside of cellar age.
I'm just blown away by how this just falls so flat.
Like when we had it by itself, we did our first impression.
It was good.
It was much better. But when you bring it in with the rest of the Maker's lineup, so long story short, like price wise, you're just better off getting a Cask.
Oh, for sure.
46 cash strength than
readily available.
Than the Heart Release. It's just the more we have the Heart Release, the less it impresses.
And it's not like, I mean, listen, that's almost half the bottle's missing. So it's not like it was a fresh pop. It was not like it just sat there. In fact, the fresh pop was better.
And I know some people have had this and they love it. I would just say,
blind it.
Try it with some other makers. I think you might be
it'll
surprised at how it's not stacking up as much.
Yeah.
So what do we say? We're gonna say it doesn't.
I don't think
our
it stacks.
release doesn't stack.
It does not stack. I don't think
now,
it's.
Is that fair to say? Is it way overmatched? Not way overmatched.
I mean, dude, you say that, but like from
it's not way overmatched. But price point wise.
So the tips that I had written down in my head, if you're interested.
Sure. Give me your.
I'm not going to give you the actual tips, but I'm going to tell you.
Okay, go.
I will tell you this. My last place, which I didn't know at the time, my last place was 10 tips lower than my first place.
Okay.
So, do I think that? All right. So
for me, these all probably would have been within 6 tips today.
Just 3 of them were.
I was not feeling any of these today. I have no idea why.
This one has impressed me every time I've had it, and it's the most readily available one.
Yes.
And it's like $50.
Yeah, it's.
If you like oak and you like that weeded profile, it's $50.
I say weeded. I don't get much weed.
I don't get a lot of bread on it, but you still
get more oak than any bread. I don't get any bread note on this.
You don't get that kind of sweetness, that kind of sweet that.
I get vanilla. I get a lot of vanilla on it. I get a lot of that like spiced light oak note.
Yeah,
on it.
That's fair.
And at its price point,
it's hard to beat it at its price point.
This, unlike the Heart Release, gets better.
Yes.
The more I drink it, Heart Release just keeps getting.
Yeah, that's. And then it's a screw top.
So let's make a thumbnail pick.
Yeah, right.
Basically, is that? Do you want to spend
80
75, 80 bucks
80
on
bucks
that?
for mediocre?
Probably not.
And I hate to use that word.
So let's just consider this our revisit of our first impression.
Yeah.
Our revisit on the Heart Release.
It's not what we thought it was.
It's gone down.
Yeah, it's not what we thought it was.
Not initially what we thought it was. Now I'm saying it's a not buy for me.
Yeah, I am with you on that. So, guys, with that being said, stay tuned. We got a couple of more lives coming up next week. We've got a really fun one for me personally because I know we're going to do a Middle West one. I'm a big fan, so
might have some other things in there.
Might have some other things in there. Might have some goodies for some commenters. So
some maybe a recent release included in that review.
Yeah.
In that Middle West review.
We've got some cool other stuff that we're thinking about doing, some Tennessee stuff. I don't know. We've got a lot of stuff in
Tennessee stuff.
We got a lot of stuff written down in our little book on things we want to do. So
maybe little Oli Drams.
Dude.
Might let Oli Drams decide what we blind, just random.
Maybe, but
so we might have a Pappy versus a Elijah Craig.
Small
barrel proof versus a Blanton's versus a
That would be a fun versus series. You do an Oli Drams and I'll do an Oli Drams, and we both bring one.
Who knows?
We would just need somebody to blind us both, so neither one of us know what the other one is. That would be hilarious.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of options. Guys, thank you so much for the support. As always, if you got anything out of this, if you thought the Maker's Heart Release was a little whatever, drop that.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know for real. Like, if you've got it, let us know what you think. Let us know if it's stacked up in your blinds,
or if it's changed for you like it did for us.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, hit that smash that like button, comment, subscribe. We appreciate it. We will catch you next week.
I'm getting right on the camera.
Boy, here we go. Miss.
That
miss.
might have been my worst.
That was your worst one ever, man.